Yeah, greetings, y'all. Welcome to Season 2, Episode 5 of Conversations with Cerny and McCurdy. I'm one of your hosts, Ryan McCurdy,
And I'm Chris Cerny.
and we also have
And
another repeat guest from Season 1.
hello.
Eric Karalis.
Yeah.
Today's episode is going to be an interview all about Erik himself. Welcome back to the pod, Erik, and would you like to reintroduce yourself? Now's the time.
Sure thing. Hello, everybody. I'm Erik Karalis. If you watched the previous episodes, I'm Chris and Ryan's friend from college, and I'm excited to be here once again.
Okay.
Awesome.
So,
Do you want me to start?
Sure.
All right. So, Eric, first topic about we have is kind of about your childhood. So, like, what are some important memories you had? Who turned you into, or like, what and who? I guess we can even include turned you into you. And then we have another follow-up question after that. So, if you want to start with that.
Wow. Where do I start?
Wherever you want. Pre-college,
Birth, conception,
Yeah. Birth.
I mean, not conception. That would be a little bit too much.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. All right. Oof. Yeah. I think I'll start maybe where I grew up. So I was born in Edison, New Jersey, but I grew up in Monroe Township. Moved there when I was about 3, 4. I was like 3, but going on 4, and then was attended Monroe Township, the school system in Monroe Township, and I guess that's what shaped, I guess, my childhood. My favorite activities to do were, I would say, martial arts and band. Those are the two things that, I guess, two activities that kind of shaped me, and I'm still heavily involved with today. I still play the saxophone in a community band, and I still practice martial arts today. So those are two things.
Yeah, that makes sense
Definitely.
for like that being very important because I know like since I also did band, it really like drastically changes like I feel like your entire like childhood from like up until high school, like even including high school.
Yeah, for me, it was always just a love of playing and just loving the music. Something about it just like it's definitely shaped my perspective on how I, you know, listen to songs, how um, how I guess view, a work. Like I always view an album, like or a musical work as like kind of like a statement, like a piece of art. When I listen to an album, I always think of it almost like I think of like classical composers' symphonies. Like they'll like it's a cohesive work from start to finish, and I like to think that every part of it matters.
Yeah, because I definitely agree with that. Like the best albums I've listened to are ones that all the songs make sense to be there.
Yeah.
Together and like in whatever or in the order that they're in. And like how they connect and what like this song says about this song.
Yeah, that's why I really love albums that are like, like a concept album, like something like that tells a story, or every
Maybe just
song is
like
like
one
thematically
thing.
connected.
Yeah.
I love those types of albums.
Yeah, I
And
love when
even
like the song goes into the next song and it's like basically like two songs now. You have to listen to them together.
right.
Yeah.
But even when they're not like thematically connected, I can still find like a lot of value in if something like if I find like a melody that I really like, it'll like get stuck in my head for like a long period of time.
Yeah.
And that'll be in my head for like a long time.
Yeah.
Do you ever get if you hear like a saxophone part you like, do you ever go like, "Oh man, I want to like learn that"? Because that's how I was with like the trumpet. I'd be like, "Oh my!" Like I'd stick the trumpets when they appear would always stick out more to me because I was like, "That's my thing."
Yeah, no, for me, well, it was kind of always like the woodwind section as a whole, like the saxophones, clarinets, like bassoon, like the reeded
Yeah.
woodwinds. I've always uh those parts always stood out to me. I've been learning clarinet recently,
Yeah.
and pretty soon I'm gonna be starting a clarinet quartet with some of our friends from college.
Cool.
And I'm really excited for that to start because I had to go seek out some music.
Oh, yeah, you
I
gotta
was,
actually like pick out what you're doing.
yep,
Yeah.
yep.
That's crazy.
But
Yeah. I
yeah,
know similarly, Eric and I, when we first met, we bonded over doing martial arts. Both of us did that. And, I would be also doing martial arts still if it wasn't for, COVID and
yeah,
everything.
Yeah,
and
me too. That probably affects it.
Yeah, it was very strange,
Uh,
Eric, I bet you had
mm,
some interesting experiences trying to do martial arts during COVID too.
well, yes, I remember back during COVID, we actually had to do like Zoom, like when at the
Oh
beginning of the
yeah.
pandemic, like very start, COVID just broke out. We were doing Zoom classes,
Yeah.
and essentially we would have to basically like I would have to find like an open space in my house, which is like hard. My house is very cluttered, but
Yeah.
we would have to find an open space, and I would, you know, be doing like katas
Yeah.
with everybody, like if everybody's in their house just doing katas,
Yeah.
and it was hard with the limited space, but we made it work, and um, then as like 2020 went on,
Yeah.
we did actually return to in-person classes, but we had
Yeah.
masks. We had
Yep.
to do everything with masks, and we couldn't do like any contact
Yeah.
uh, techniques or anything.
Yeah.
Um, which
is it more like in theory then, like the
Kind of.
moves itself in like a
so yeah,
vacuum?
it was a lot of just the moves themselves, yeah, pretty
Yeah.
much.
Yeah.
And a lot of just like endurance
Yeah.
training,
Oh,
because
yeah.
Did
like
you do
especially when
anything?
you're
Did
working out
you?
with a mask, it's
Yeah.
not easy.
Oh, yeah, that makes
No, it's
sense.
hard. It's really hard.
Yeah.
Eric, did you do any like outdoor classes? Because I know my studio, we did some of our classes on like nicer days. We did it outside in the parking lot.
Ah, yeah, I don't think we actually did. I just remember everything was just indoors, but with masks.
Yeah,
Mm,
doing it
Yeah.
with masks is really, really tough.
Yeah.
I feel like martial arts or any really sport, if you have to keep your mask on, it's so
Mhm.
hard to do because you're breathing heavy, you're running, or you're doing really hard movements, especially in martial arts.
Yes.
Uh,
Yes.
and you have restricted flow of your
Right.
air.
Exactly. Yeah. Um,
Yeah,
yeah, I would look at, and there were a lot of like older students as well, like
yeah,
people in their like 40s, 50s, and 60s.
yeah.
And they were, struggling a lot with that. I don't know if you guys know this. My dad also practices karate as well.
Oh wow.
Um, and it was very challenging for him during that time, but like it's challenging for him all the time because
Yeah,
there's a lot of physical um, limitations with him. But
yeah,
you know, he goes out there, he does his best, and yeah, he does very great for his age. And um, another thing I wanted to bring up regarding I guess my kind of martial arts journey was had a big moment this year when our school got to take a trip to Okinawa,
oh
the
wow, that's awesome.
birthplace of our style, and
Yeah.
it was an incredible experience. And the one of the main highlights of our trip there was we had to do 100 katas on the beach. Um, yeah,
Jeez.
so it wasn't 100. So it wasn't 100 like different katas. It was like 100 of
100.
like a lot of repetitions. Because in
Yeah.
our style we only have 13
Yeah.
katas, but we were doing. I'm pretty sure we at least touched every kata at some point.
Yeah. That would
But it
make
was a lot of
sense.
like repeating the same kata over and over again. But it's still a very physically demanding,
Yeah.
uh,
100.
and especially when
100.
you're out in the heat,
Oh, yeah.
you're in the sand, and
Yeah.
it was something. But every one of us got third, including my dad. He was able to do all of
That's
uh,
crazy.
Nice.
the katas, all 100 of them, and and there were so many, and it was great to see because there were people from all over the world there,
Wow.
and people of all ages as well. It was really cool to see.
Yeah, I bet that is it's always really cool to see all that. And also it's even cooler to see, like, the for me, I did Taekwondo, so I
Mhm.
did Korean martial arts. Um and it's, I bet it's cool for you to see as well, like when, people are doing it in the Olympics and you're
Yes.
like, that's what I do. Like, that, I mean, definitely being able to see it in uh Tokyo must have been cool because, karate is Japanese, and Tokyo being the biggest city there, it was
Well, we
probably
didn't get to go to Tokyo. We were
yeah.
just in Okinawa exclusively.
Yeah.
But some of the other guys went, but I decided because of work. But
Yeah, that's
um,
true. That's true. Work takes precedence.
yeah.
Unfortunately, yeah.
Yeah, unfortunately.
But I would like to go back to Japan someday just to see
Same.
like the mainland and uh,
Same.
stuff
I
like
would
that.
love
I
to go to
definitely.
Yeah.
Tokyo, or to go to Japan, go
Mhm.
to
How many
Korea, go
years?
back to Korea.
How many years do you have until you can go there?
It should be after this year. I should be
Nice.
good to go. I should be good to finally, get
You
to
won't be
check that
enrolled
off
in
my
the
bucket list.
military.
Yeah,
That's
I could get, roped back into it, because because my passport, which one of my girlfriend's best friends thought was so cool, that on my passport it still says that I was, obviously because I was, born in Seoul, South Korea.
Hmm.
So obviously we didn't want to take a chance, because we had a family friend who went to my high school. We were born 10 days apart in Seoul. Like, we were adopted like a week apart from each other. It's
Wow.
we went to the same taekwondo studio as well. And then once we were in high school, it was, yeah, senior year, he got a letter in the mail from the Korean government saying, hey, you need to report for your mandatory military duty.
Interesting.
We think we're pretty sure, I think the family said that the adoption agency just forgot to fill out a single form.
Oh wow.
So they got the letter, they got it revoked and everything. So he didn't
Okay.
have to go over, but
Gotcha.
it
Oh,
was
that would
just
have
one
been.
of those, like,
Huh,
oh yeah,
that.
yeah,
Yeah, be free.
yeah.
that's insane. It said that they would
Uh,
make an error like that. Oh my gosh.
so
Yeah,
yeah,
Uh,
what if they're like,
and
oh, sorry, it's too late now. You waited too long to fill the form out, so we're gonna come over and we're gonna take you. Like, what if
yeah,
that? Like, that would be horrifying.
oh
it
my
would be.
god.
Yeah. So
Uh,
But yeah,
obviously, as well, I'm not allowed to ever go to North Korea, um, for multiple reasons. Well, none of
yeah,
which
yeah.
is,
you might not be able to
the
leave.
most being, I'm a U.S. citizen, so
Mhm.
we're not allowed to go to North Korea.
No.
Well, I actually had a friend in high school who he's part Korean, or he is Korean. Sorry, he
Yeah.
is fully Korean.
Yeah.
And he, he was visiting South Korea. He actually got to see like the border, like
Oh
from North
wow, he
Korea.
got
Like
to
he
see
saw North Korea.
the DMZ.
Yeah.
I'm technically not allowed to go to the DMZ because I could get taken away.
Really?
Oh,
It's
that's
like,
gonna be.
yeah, they're like, don't like, even my parents were told like basically don't go to the DMZ with him.
Wow.
Yeah, like I'm not allowed to go to the DMZ. And I would love to go see it because it's a very historically significant thing, area in the world, because technically the Korean War still has not been resolved,
That's true.
so it's still going on to this day. But yeah, I'm not allowed to go, but I would like
How
to go
about-
to Seoul. So
How about we go? I wear a GoPro and live stream myself at the
DMZ.
Yeah. And then you can be
Okay.
like, "Oh, it's just like you're there."
Yeah. All right.
But back to Eric, I think it's
Yes.
really funny that your two biggest things you did in your childhood, one of us does.
Yeah, that it's pretty funny. I thought that was pretty,
Yeah,
pretty funny as well.
that's a funny thing. Yeah, I honestly gotta say, it's just
Yeah. And technically, I did do band for a little bit too. So
that's right. Yes, you
Right,
played trumpet, right?
trumpet, I played trumpet and flute.
Oh, you
Which
played
I-
flute as well. Interesting.
In
those
fourth
they're,
grade,
they're,
I
they're
played
quite
flute.
different.
Yes.
Like the
Yes, they
vibes
are.
alone.
Yeah, that was kind of why I changed from flute to trumpet.
Good choice. Good choice.
Yeah, flute is like the one woodwind instrument that I'm like, it seems like I would like
There are too many
be too
buttons.
terrible with that one.
There are too many
Yeah.
buttons. It's like it gets really confusing because it also has like a B flat button.
Okay.
Like one of one of them is like specifically to play either, I think it's flat notes in general,
Okay.
but it's especially when you're doing your scales, it's 4B flat. You hit.
Gotcha.
I was never able to make a sound out of it. I had to because there's like a day when I was like, okay, I guess
Yeah, I don't know the
it's
embouchure.
as like a
Yeah.
joke for like our professor, our band teacher was like, okay, everyone swap instruments with someone and see if you can play it. I couldn't make it. I had a pickle, couldn't make a sound.
Yeah. No,
I was blowing it and I was like, there's nothing. Like I don't know what I'm doing because I can't really whistle.
It is hard to make a sound out of flute. I remember that much. Like your mouth hurt after playing it for a while.
I mean, that happens to me with the trumpet.
Yeah, with the trumpet, I hear, especially they say
lips.
you can't play it if you have braces.
Yeah, no, it's hard to play. It is hard to play with braces.
But yeah, because it gets your lips like really worn out if you're playing a bit.
Really, really bad.
Because it's all on the lips. The high notes are just blowing air faster.
Yeah.
You got 3 valves, so all the work is here.
Yeah, I think when I had braces, I was still playing. I was playing the trumpet, so
I think it's possible. It's just probably harder.
It's really hard. It's really, really hard.
Because you're already kind of pressing up like right close to those, so
yeah, and the braces like hit your lips when you push against the mouthpiece.
Oh yeah, that's kind of like tear it apart almost.
Yeah.
Oof. God, yeah.
But no, I mean, definitely it was an experience. So what do you think really turned you into you?
Sorry, what was that question? One more time.
What do you think turned you into you, or who turned you into you?
Who turned me into me? I think I'm just a product of everything that I've experienced, to be honest. No, it can't be one. I don't think I can say one specific thing or person, because ultimately, yeah, it's just everything.
Yeah, because
Uh-huh.
since you are
Yeah.
everything that you have done and everything that has
Yeah,
happened to you,
that
is
that
kind
is
of
true.
that is you.
Yeah. And then our follow-up question for wait, did you change
I did.
question?
Oh yeah. So I was going to
Okay.
say this. I feel like
Okay.
because we steered into the passions like already,
Yeah.
so I kind of thought we just go into that. So our second
Okay,
topic,
yeah.
post childhood, is just simply your passions and your dreams. And we already discussed kind of like we kind of already discussed them. I guess it's more about your dreams because we discussed your passions
Yeah.
when you were younger
Passion.
and how you're still kind of engaging with them today. Is there
Yeah.
any new passions you're doing or
Ooh, I mean, to be fair, those are like the main two things.
yeah,
Other
yeah.
than like, because like I know work also takes up a lot of my time. Because I wanted to, I guess with my
Yeah.
work, I wanted to do something. I kind of liked just like data. I just wanted to do
Yeah.
something like with numbers or with data, something like that. And I work in the pharmaceutical industry, so
Yeah.
Mm.
um, but yeah, it's just a normal everyday office job, emailing
Yeah.
people,
Fun.
looking at Excel sheets.
Fun.
It's
Honestly,
not
yeah, it doesn't. Yeah, I wouldn't. I don't think I would. I can't tell. I haven't worked that, but I don't think I'd hate it. I've worked
Mhm.
with Excel
I
spreadsheets and
would
stuff like that.
I wouldn't mind it after doing what I've been doing, like in banking. Like
Oh,
I would definitely prefer, just being in a cubicle a little bit, not being
Yeah.
out in the open to
I like computers.
everybody.
I
Yeah,
like
I do
being in
like
front of a computer. I like to
Mhm.
like. I'm
yeah.
comfortable. I can be here for
Yeah,
hours.
I mean, it's also a lot
Yeah.
of like you have to collaborate with other teams too
Mm,
in my job
Yeah.
because like a lot of it is I have to, you know, uh, if an issue comes up, I have to, I have to know which team to go to resolve that, and
Yeah.
then I also have to have meet a lot of meetings with my teammates. So, it's a healthy balance of,
That's good.
both like just sitting at a cubicle, but also like interacting with people as well.
That yeah,
Yeah.
that's very good because I feel like it's definitely important.
Yeah.
Mhm.
It's hard when you're Ryan probably knows this too because what you do,
Hmm.
it's hard constantly having to be in front of people.
Yeah, because some
Mm.
people suck,
Yes.
but then some people are great. Like
Yes.
Yeah.
there's literally like that's a lot of my job is the fact that like there's some like really nice people which I just simply help them out with like trying to order, and
Yeah.
then like they're like, okay, have a good day. Like that's already like I'm in a little bit of a better mood.
Yeah. Yeah. It's definitely hard for me as well because, I'm helping people with their money
Yeah, they're probably
and
way more.
they're very, very, a lot of people are very impatient about it.
Hmm.
And it's like, I got to count the money so I can make sure that my box is proved, make sure my box is, balanced and everything. And I'm not either giving you too much or too little money.
Hmm. Although if I was talking to them, I'd just say too little because they'd be like, oh
Yeah.
no, come on, you can give me a little more.
Yeah, no, people do that, and it was really funny. One of our customers tried to give the other teller that works with me, or personal banker, really, that works with me.
Hmm.
He tried to like slip him a 20 for like his birthday, and
Mm.
Simon was like, "I can't take that.
Yeah, that would. It's like
I just can't."
if you go out, if I go on my break and I leave the building, maybe.
Yeah,
But it's like, especially not at work, it's gonna be like, oh, that's stealing.
yeah, especially like when you're working in a bank,
Yeah,
like
no, like,
it's 100% wrong. And but it was kind of interesting. And then it's always, I will say, there have been some interesting days the last few weeks because we've gotten you know a handful of counterfeits, and
oh
those
yeah,
are those are interesting. But also I will say it's nice because working a job. Eric, do you have a business card?
Nope.
I don't.
I got my first set of business cards.
Nice.
That's cool.
So I have a business card now. I feel like official.
Yeah, you can just be like, hey, here's my card. You're going to
Here's my
talk to me
card.
any later.
Here's my card.
Maybe you got to get some from McCurdy Studios now.
We should actually. That's
We
I
should.
was just thinking that.
It should be. It's not that hard. You could just make them on Canva.
Yeah, like we can do that during one of our meetings. We like we did with the thumbnails. We just go through like, okay, what do we like for this?
Yeah, what do we like for that? What do we like for we can make that
One for each of us.
Yeah, we can make one for each of us. We can make one for Erik and Matt.
Yeah, the consultants. Yeah.
The consultants.
Oh, that would be kind of a nice thing to have.
That would be
consultant.
Cool. That would be cool.
Exactly that, yeah.
But yeah, I mean, it's definitely I guess the next question we had for this section was Erik, was who were your idols growing up?
That's another tough one.
Yeah.
Because
Oh, that is hard actually.
I don't know. Give me. Ooh.
Yeah, it's a tough question, honestly. I know who my idols are, like in the last like 5-10 years, but like when I was like a little kid, like growing up, like that's a little bit tougher because you have different idols throughout your age brackets.
I feel like a kid's idol would be something like a sports player, a actor, like something like
yeah, like I mean, even there are people who
or people in real life, like
like my like some of my idols. Well, actually, one of my idols, like growing up, was my older cousin. And then, I mean, now, like, I'd say for certain things, like one of my idols is Kobe Bryant.
I would say, I guess an answer I could give is like there are some like I don't want to venture too far into this route, but there are some political figures I look up to. Definitely. Yeah. That shape my beliefs, my values, stuff like that.
Yeah, that's understandable. I mean, yeah.
I feel like in some ways I've almost become kind of a cynic because I don't know if I have any. If I'm thinking of idols, I'm thinking of people who are like dead, and like I'm like, okay, so I'm pretty sure they're already like I know enough about them that I don't think they're gonna be like, oh, suddenly they're an awful person.
Well,
it's happened before.
I mean, it has, and it's been pretty big topic once for guys who's been dead, and it's like, oh, this guy's actually a monster.
Yeah.
It has happened before.
It has happened before.
But like the ones I'm thinking of are like Mr. Rogers or like Terry Pratchett.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Mr. Rogers is a good idol.
Mr. Rogers, yes, I definitely.
What a guy.
Actually, another person that I will bring up that actually I was listening to his podcast this morning. Steve Burns, the old host of Blues Clues.
Oh yes,
podcast.
Oh, that is
I saw that.
And where he's just like kind of talking about life, and he has a bunch of guests on.
I saw that.
He's a great role model for me, I would say.
I saw.
I like because I've seen like this when he's done like little videos.
Yeah, he
like,
also.
Over the years, those are really like.
Yeah, I was actually listening to a podcast with him on it. It was with Rainn Wilson. When Rainn brought him on, so he played Dwight in The Office. And he brought Steve Burns on, and I was like, you know what? I want to listen to that because it's Steve Burns. Like he's the guy who was Steve from Blue's Clues.
Yeah, no, but his like the guests he has on.
I type in Steve Burns, and one of the like main things I see is Alive. It's like
Alive is the name of his podcast.
Oh, good. I was like,
because the reason
people think
behind that, because back in I think the late 90s, people started spreading rumors that he died.
Yeah.
Oh, so that's
Yeah.
it's literally
Yeah,
that's
it's a
what I
rumor.
assumed that was.
Yeah.
People were is he still alive? And it's no, he's literally he did that on purpose. That's
yeah, that's a cool. Yeah, I heard that when he was on Rainn Wilson's podcast, he explained that rumors and everything because he was a little bit troubled while he was doing Blue's Clues.
Yeah, I feel like he did.
Yeah, no, he did hard drugs at one point. All right. I guess, Ryan, if you want to go into our next question.
Actually, I feel like there's one little bit we can enter of
Eric's
dreams.
Okay.
If you have any dreams,
where do you
want to end up, big picture speaking?
Yeah.
If that's too big of a question, I understand.
Eric, I'll give it to you in interview speak. Where do you see yourself in 5 years?
No, definitely not. Well, I guess my dream, I guess a dream job for me would be going back kind of on the music thing. I would love to learn how to repair instruments and open my own shop
That's
repairing
cool.
instruments.
That's cool.
Yeah.
It does feel like a really it does. I feel like that's might be a common dream because I've also dreamed about having a board game store or a record store or something like that. It's just the idea of working a small shop of something you care about is
in a small town.
Yeah, that just feels like a strong vibe for a life.
I know.
It does seem like a vibe, running your own shop in a small town.
Yeah, with regular customers.
Yeah, this seems like a lot of fun.
But I don't know how to run a business.
I know how to run a business.
That's good. Maybe
kind
you
of
can do it for me.
Sort of.
Well, a lot of it is just you got to just try to do it. It's you're not gonna really learn it out of a book.
That is true. Yeah, you just gotta try. You just gotta wing it.
Yep.
I mean, everyone's doing that. No one knows what they're doing. If they say they know what they're doing, they're lying to you.
That is very true.
Yeah, that is the truth. But yeah, no, a lot of people say I want to make a lot of money. I want to win the lottery. It's
those are
I don't know. It's just
don't get me wrong. I would like to win the lottery.
That would be great.
That would be awesome.
Do you play the lottery though?
No, and that's my problem.
So therefore, so maybe you should start.
Maybe I should.
Don't. That is CCM does not endorse a gambling addiction.
That is true.
No, they say you are 300 times more likely to be struck by lightning than win the lottery.
Yeah.
Yeah,
does that change if I stand in a field where it's windy and I have a metal pole?
That would increase your odds of getting struck by lightning.
Yeah.
Wouldn't that mean I also increase my odds, correlation with the window lottery?
No.
What if I get struck by lightning? Then it could happen because
I actually asked this question. I actually asked this question to ChatGPT one time.
What was Chat's answer?
What was that?
What was Chat's answer?
Ooh, let me see if I can find it.
Because I'm actually intrigued by that now.
Yes.
Where's it gonna pull that from?
Yeah, where do you pull that from? Statisticians?
So, well, it basically kind of told me that whereas winning the lottery is more mathematical, being struck by lightning is more statistical, right?
Okay.
So,
okay.
Let me see. Well, I'll start with just the overall the first answer. I started asking it more questions, but They said, yeah, like the 300 times more likely approximation is true. The odds of being struck by lightning are about 1 in 1 million to 1 in 1,700,000 in a given year. Over a
Okay.
lifetime, it's about 1 in 15,000.
Okay.
Odds of winning a big lottery jackpot. So for Powerball, it's about 1 in 292 million.
Dang.
For the Mega Millions, it's about 1 in 303 million.
Dang.
So if you compare the lifetime lightning strike odds with the jackpot odds, 300 million divided by 15,000, it gives you approximately 20,000 times more likely, which is much higher than 300,000. So they're 300. So some people say it's like even less likely that you're gonna win the lottery than be struck by
that's
lightning.
crazy.
And also, isn't there the thing that most people who win the lottery spend it all immediately and they lose and they don't actually they end up
Most
like
people do.
bankrupt because they don't know how to handle all that money?
Right.
Yeah.
That is true.
If I won a big lottery jackpot, yes, I'd be excited. But then I would be also, first of all, you lose about half of it to taxes.
Yeah, the government takes all
The
your
government
money.
takes the share.
Mm.
The third of all, I probably would, put at least half of the half that I get into like, a savings account or something, so it doesn't, which, it's still a good chunk of money.
Yeah, I might just lean into that and be like, I'm not gonna change my life with this. Nothing will change, but I'm gonna buy stuff I like.
Yeah.
Like
That's honestly
the
what I
problem is
would
most
use it
people
as.
they quit their job. They're like, I don't have to work again. I can get whatever I want, and it's like, okay, well now a year has passed and you're broke.
Yeah.
It's
And
more
you use so much profanity when you quit your job publicly to be like, screw you guys.
Yeah.
And then you flipped
Oh
off
crap.
7 customers, so they're not gonna take you back.
I forgot to I remembered midway through the episode, but
Oh yeah, the ticket.
to put the
Nice.
ticker in, but I remembered. So sorry about that. That was me just having a brain fart. But all right. So have you or Eric, would you have done anything differently in your life up till now?
A lot of things. Definitely. I may have, traveled a bit more. I may have, gone to, talk to more people and like just like interacted with people more. Maybe I would have uh maybe studied something different in college. I don't know.
Yeah.
So kind
Um
of like the idea is you would be more adventurous. You'd be a little more. You'd
yeah.
live
Yeah.
more essentially.
Yeah, essentially. But also just trusting, myself more than trying to trust what other people think is best for me.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, that's a good one.
That's a good one. That will be a clip.
And I'm still guilty of it today, and I'm still
Yeah,
learning
me too.
what I think the right decisions are for me. But
Same.
sometimes you just have to take the leap sometimes. And
Yeah, I mean, technically, I've taken a leap by getting an apartment.
mhm,
That's a leap.
definitely.
Um,
And I know there's a lot of challenges that come with that. You have to, you're gonna have to pay
yeah.
rent now, and it's like oh my god, like you
I gotta pay rent. I gotta pay all my utilities,
yep.
which sucks.
Yeah, that's.
They don't cover
But
any of our utilities.
and you have to make sure that you're fed.
That's true. That's been the hard part.
And then it has to also be kind of healthy because
Yeah.
You don't want to be eating crap all the time.
No.
But
No.
but it's also has its benefits too.
Yeah, you're more independent. You can.
Yeah, that is true. That is true. All right, so, yes, Ryan, do you want to do the last question for this part?
Sure. So this is. I feel like this question might be worded a little bit too strong, but it's what's something that came close to breaking you, which I don't know if that like how you want to.
Play it like that's up to you, Eric, how you want to go through it.
Ooh. Yeah, that is a good question. I would say it was the times that I felt like I wasn't performing to a standard that I set myself, you know?
Yeah.
I'll be like, whether it be like it was back when I was in school or even when I'm in my job now, I'll be like, thinking, oh, I have to, accomplish this in this amount of time. And if I don't do it, I'm a failure.
Yeah.
So that's definitely something that I would say almost has broken me multiple times. But you know what? Everybody, experiences failure at some point. So you got to just keep moving forward. And, that you eventually you will find, those little wins will come up when in due time.
Yeah. Yeah.
You don't need. There's no like guidebook you have. There's no. Okay, now you've missed the boat.
Mhm.
Yeah.
You're a failure now forever. Like that's not really how it works.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, that's definitely good advice too. To say like, hey, it will eventually probably work out. You'll get your wins. I know that. Yeah, it's been hard for all of us. We talked about it in one of our previous episodes, like getting a job.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, there's that. There's been, for all of us, we had trials and tribulations through college as well. We all know of one that I'm probably thinking that I'm thinking of. We all probably are on the same page of what I'm thinking of.
I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah. So
people that let us down.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, brought us closer together. So hey, I'm perfectly okay with that. All right, the next part is a little bit more lighthearted.
Okay,
it's a little bit more lighthearted.
A little bit. It's also
a little bit
deeply personal.
Yes. Your love life. So how's that working out for you?
Well, I guess should I just like go over everything? Like go over
I
all
don't
the
care,
details?
whatever you want to do.
Yeah, as much detail as you're comfortable with.
Yeah.
Well, I never dated anybody in high school.
Yeah.
I had 2 relationships in college, and neither one of them lasted. And I've been single for 2 years.
Same. That's me too, basically.
Yeah.
Although we got
the outlier here. Hi.
Yeah, I know.
Hi.
Mr. Living with your girlfriend.
Yep. But yeah, I mean, I'm not really like rushing into anything right now. I'm just kind of like letting life happen, and but I do admittedly feel like I need to put myself out there a bit more.
Yeah, that's with me because I'm not really.
That's understandable.
I'm not like doing anything to make myself not single, so it's like I only have myself to blame right now.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
mean, but Ryan, you know this probably better than Eric does. When I met Hannah, I wasn't looking.
Oh, that's true. It just kind of happened.
It just kind of happened. Yes, was I on the dating apps? Yeah, 100%. But I wasn't looking for anything. It just all kind of happened.
Yeah. No, definitely. I feel like um I have mixed opinions about dating apps though.
Yeah,
I gotta
no,
be
I
honest.
understand.
I know some success stories, like you for instance, and a
Yeah.
few others, but yeah, it's
No, I mean, yeah, I probably honestly, like, to be completely honest with you, I wouldn't recommend them. I would
Mm.
probably
I'm
say, hey,
fine.
get out in person and, go to a bar, go somewhere, the old school way.
I mean that's the main way that those were the only ways I ever, got into any relationship. So
Same.
Yeah.
It just kind of, yeah.
Yeah, it happens. Everything happens for a reason, type of thing.
yes.
And I mean, yeah, I didn't. Yeah, I'm the outlier here, so yeah,
Yeah.
I can't really speak.
So I guess continuing on that topic, dying alone. How do you feel?
Like, am I afraid of dying alone?
Yeah, I guess the concept.
Yeah, are you afraid of it? Do you think it would be a bad thing?
No. I mean, like not like die single or die like completely alone.
I guess die single on this point. Dying completely
Yeah.
alone. Honestly, I feel like if you die alone, there's something much deeper. That's the problem.
Yeah.
Until you
that
get to
is
that
true.
point.
That is true. Because you at least want to be surrounded by family.
Yeah, friends or family.
Right,
I
right.
mean,
Yeah, absolutely.
tragedies could happen. Uncontrollable stuff could happen.
Yeah,
Right.
that is true. That is true.
But I feel like it's easier to die single than it is to die alone.
Alone. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, yeah, I definitely would not want to die like completely alone.
Yeah, with no one, like
Yeah.
no friends, no
I don't
family.
think anybody does, honestly.
Nah.
Unless you hate people.
Some people are actually like content with being alone, which
That's true.
And I have my moments where I'm like, definitely like, I need probably more alone time than the average person, I would
Me
say.
too. Me
Yeah,
too.
alone time is good. Like you like it's nice to de-stress, sort of like and only deal with what you want to do. Only worry about.
I also like my alone time because I'm an only child, so I'm used to just being, alone.
Yeah, same here. I'm only child as well, so
Yeah, the only child thing
understand
is
that.
like I feel like it's a thing. Like you just like being alone. It's really super strange.
Because it's like you're used to. That's your like almost
baseline.
standard. Like you spend a lot of time by yourself, so it becomes comfortable.
Yeah, right. Because it's kind of funny because my therapist is also an only child, so he's told me like the alone time as an only child, like that's perfectly okay. You're good. Like that's healthy because that's what you're used to.
I mean, and even then, it's like it's good to have knowledge of your own boundaries so that you can be like, okay, I just need to be by myself for now.
For a little bit, yeah.
Yeah.
Have a little time to decompress, think through everything that you've been through the day. So yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, usually like a little bit of that like each day. Like usually that's like at least before I go to bed, I'll be like even if I stayed up super late, but if I spent the whole day doing stuff, I'm gonna be like, okay, maybe just save an extra hour to just do nothing and relax and maybe think or maybe watch something.
Yeah. Absolutely.
All right. So the last question, very last question, that we have is: has anything changed since you were last on the pod? Almost a year ago now.
Yeah. Wow. Yeah. I think it's been a little over a year, I want to say.
Yeah.
I feel like
Yeah,
It's hard to
probably.
tell anymore.
I've lost track of time.
So I want to say no, like nothing. I guess
Crazy.
substantial has
Okay.
changed. You know, I'm still working the same job, still pursuing all my you know hobbies on the side, and you know, doing all right.
That's awesome.
You know, there was some stuff in my personal life that I won't get into here that has presented some challenges in 2025, but I
Understandable.
you know, persevering. That's all you can do.
Yeah.
Yep. I think that's it. Anything else you want to ask, Ryan? Or I can close this out.
I think I'm good. I think we went through everything we had prepared.
Perfect. I think I think I'm good too. So I can close this out, right?
Mhm.
All right. Thank you, Eric, for coming back on the pod.
Absolute pleasure.
Yeah, it's been a pleasure. Thank you guys for listening or watching. Comment, like, subscribe, do all the things YouTubers tell you to do. As always, our social media links and Eric's social media links will be down in the show notes below. And they've also been scrolling for half of the podcast, not the whole podcast, because I forgot.
Yeah. I didn't notice until literally you put it until you mentioned it. I was like, oh,
yeah. But they will be below, and they've been scrolling for the last 20 minutes of the podcast. So, if you guys want to look them up, goodbye. This podcast was a production of McCurdy Studios. Our intro outro music is from pixabay.com. Thank you guys, and peace out.